Here we go. What's that?
Inside out, run him behind. Good, hey. Good job remaining a thrower. That's it, it's a first down. They were in the zone, right? It's first down, though. Good job remaining a passer. Let's go, here we go. Hey, catch your breath.
Right in front of music, go.
Stay with your chest, man.
Right in front of music, go.
Whatever it is, play the game, build a team, build our identity.
Anything that I can learn any given day, I'm gonna be willing to do whatever it takes.
An organization that has a history of winning, proud to just add on to it.
I gotta make sure that I come in every day, you know, with a mentality that's willing to work and help the team however I can.
Well, the NFL draft is now complete, and the next order of business for the Patriots, rookie minicamp.
Sure. Yes, sir. Nice to meet you, bro.
I would always just tell them, this is professional football. This is your job. You're not on scholarship. You don't get a redshirt year.
We're gonna take care of your guy here.
Prepare yourself in all your capacity mentally as much as you can. Because the more you learn your system or your scheme mentally, and the more you get to use and bring in your own kind of personality to whatever you're bringing to it. If you're in this room or if you're playing on this league, you have some kind of something.
Yeah, you gotta come to bring it, you know, every day.
I love to put on a show for a crowd whenever I can.
I play physical.
Just try to be the most violent person on the field.
Aggressive playmaker.
The thing, we're coming here to win, and we want to win games.
What's up?
Thanks for coming.
How you doing, Mike? Always a pleasure, Braves.
And I want to do Dante the justice and obviously thank him, but he was in this organization for 34 years and is also an important member of the Hall of Fame.
What I'd like to do is give you a real brief history, how all this came about. This is a hell of a place, fellas, and a hell of a lot different than it was when I first got here.
Today, the Pats will be sold to Bob Kraft, the owner of Foxborough Stadium.
So the Krafts took over the franchise.
My objective in doing this is to help bring a championship to New England.
The Patriots are Super Bowl champions!
Because we are all Patriots. And tonight, once again, the Patriots are world champions.
They have completed the greatest comeback, have won their 6th Super Bowl title. Yes, it's still a dynasty.
Honestly, you can't even put it into words, getting brought into a program and an organization like this.
I have a great opportunity to be a part of a historic franchise that's, you know, won 6 Super Bowls.
There's 32 players in the Hall of Fame. Andre Tippett came to us in the 2nd round my first year here. 100 sacks, fellas.
Way to battle. Way to get some. Way to get some out there.
He had 100 sacks in 11 seasons. He was unbelievable.
You want to look around the room, appreciate where you are, because it is a National Football League, which means and stands for not for long. So you got to stay around. You got to figure out how you're going to find your niche, and you got to contribute, and you got to be accountable. You got to show resilience. You got to show grit, and you just gotta make it happen.
Then the all-time 6th-round draft choice, Brady. No one worked harder on the field than he did.
Hey! Mental toughness now!
He demanded more of himself than he did of all the others that played around him.
Got to do everything better. Just get the drives going, right? Get a little rhythm.
That's why he was what he was. All the numbers, they're great, but his work ethic was above everyone else's. In the 7th round, Julian Edelman. He's going in the Hall of Fame here in the football season.
Shotgun snap to Brady. Stands it, throws down low for Edelman. Ball tipped. And Julian diving for it.
I caught it! I caught it! I caught it!
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. The receiver's didn't up the ball. The ball never hits the ground.
Let's go!
Dynamic playmaker. Dynamic playmaker.
That was a big-time play, Jules. Championship play.
I don't know if it was a chip on a shoulder or a fear of death. You know, I was entering a team that had Tom Brady, Wes Welker, Randy Moss, Joey Galloway. If I did something wrong, I thought I was getting cut. It wasn't until I took a ride with Fred Taylor, but he basically said, hey, man, there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. You got to be able to control your emotions and realize all you could do is put your best foot forward every single day and try to win that day.
Whenever I got into a point where I needed to prepare, or I needed, like, to, I had to stay here, I just leaned on, like, preparation. Yeah. If I dropped a ball, I'd go catch 500 balls before, after practice until I didn't drop a ball.
That's how I approached it. It was life or death. I wanted to be a pro football player with the New England Patriots.
You don't have to be a 1 or 2 to make the team. You don't have to be a 1 or 2 to aspire to great heights.
I feel like I'm in a journey.
Bottom line to all this stuff is this. When you look at the guys in this room, all you guys that came here, the 11 guys that were chosen in the draft, offered an opportunity to come here as free agents, take advantage of it, okay? Do everything you possibly can to get the most out of this experience that you possibly can. Thank you.
You got me? What? No, I can't hear you. Jake, Ben, can you hear me? Am I loud and clear? Good, good. All right. Thanks. Yep. Which cone was he coming from, F? The far one?
You know, sometimes I'm pulling into work and I got to pinch myself and, you know, I got to remind myself I get to go work with Josh McDaniels and Mike Vrabel. You know, it really goes back a long time. My mom and dad both went to John Carroll. And growing up, my mom and dad had always showed me and talked about all these guys that were coaching in the NFL that went to their school and they were proud of, became a fan of theirs. You know, then I really admired, you know, Coach McDaniels and all the work that he had done.
As you're running the O route, you know, you get to the top of the route, you know what I mean? You can see both directions because you may break either way. You know what I'm saying? Okay?
And Josh was always great at exposing what our strengths were to the guys to their attributes.
Wide, 66, hitsy ball.
Two receivers stacked to the left. Amendola along with Brock. Now Edelman motions out to the left. Quick throw for Julian, setting up a screen. He's going to look to throw downfield. Amendola wide open. Makes the catch to the 18 in stride. He's gone. Touchdown, Patriots.
Yep, hey, and then fake it out. Yep. Create good habits. That's good, okay? Boom.
You know, in my past that we had studied, you know, a lot of the history offensively, you know, what's going on here in New England. Obviously, Josh was a big part of it.
Keep running hard, keep protecting the ball, okay?
The playbook is just so much more detailed and more structured. So many details to go into it and to think about, especially as a center. And it's a great privilege to have.
It's a system that I've not obviously been a part of. There are things that are new, which what keeps it great.
Okay. All right, what do you want to do over here?
So once you learn the system, you know, then you have to figure out, okay, now how do I teach the system in the best way?
Quick. Inside out, hold, good.
And, you know, someone like Josh that's been in the system so long, you know, you have the best mentor right there to help you.
We go, hard one.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. We're still in the learning phase of our offense. Guys getting great opportunities to go out, and I feel like at this time of the year, it's either a good play or we're going to learn from it. So there's a positive result either direction, and that's the kind of mindset that we're taking.
I'm going to start with the positive. I thought they had a really good spring. You know, I think the vision of Mike Vrabel, the head coach, you can see it the way they practice.
But this is the next step. Go together, take care of one another, compete, stay off the ground, but this is how we start to practice.
Always been open, you know how I feel. Strike up a match, they don't know how to deal. Eating desire, my wires are higher. Feet to the fire, this fire and hires. Feet to the fire, this passion is real.
Be intentional about your work, play around, bring energy. Here we go. This man now.
Everybody's just so welcoming here, and the vibes are great here. I'm just enjoying every bit of it, and I'm just looking forward to seeing where else it take me and the new relationships I make while I'm here.
We gotta keep chasing that. I know it's hard to be perfect, but we arrived that great. Pats on me, pats on three. 1, 2, 3. Pats.
Vrabel with Josh McDaniels just as the OC in New England is a staff to watch.
Big weekend this weekend.
Yeah.
My son turns 21.
Wow.
Hydrate? It's a Monday birthday, but I told Laura, I said, we ain't doing anything Monday. All right, so I'm just going to hit a couple things relative to the red zone. You know, we'll hit the things that are appropriate. I'm not going to go over a big installation, but just hit the key points. Like, we're going to get some 8-man drop. We're going to get some things that may extend the play. You know, if that happens, I just want to make sure we're, playing the play all the way through its, that kind of stuff. So we'll hit those big things with the line real quick, get you guys out of there. Then I put a little tape together, just show real quick the genesis of a few of the things we talked about.
It's been outstanding. I think that, from my past that we had studied, a lot of the history offensively, what's gone on here in New England. Obviously, Josh was a big part of it. Being on the inside and learning the system has been really exciting for me.
So in period 1, is he going to go with both quarterbacks?
He will be with the second
group. So we'll just make sure we get as much with Dobbs as we can. You know what I mean? So we don't have any.
We get on the line.
Any issues.
Two.
In order for an offensive line to understand what, when, and how, it first starts with the plan. Each play and understanding the details and the techniques and the fundamentals of how we need to make sure that play goes.
The big thing I'd like us to do is really make sure that the guys that are out there just keep pressing forward and making sure we know what to do. Chucky Riley, can you guys bang the cards out if you haven't already on the low red zone install?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Just the continual growth, not for just the players, but as a young coach in the profession, I'm learning so much from him every single day.
As much as we can, try to get our installation put in front of them. They've repped it. We have an opportunity to go to training camp, and hopefully now when it's really competitive and pads and all that, they're playing fast, not thinking as much, and have an opportunity to go out there and compete, and we can make, faster progress. Good to go? All right, so we'll start together, and then linemen will be out quick, then skill guys will finish, and then you guys are going to the mobile, and we'll set a time, and then we'll meet you there.
So good.
Good?
Great.
Mandatory mini camps back underway this week. We're going to begin in New England, of course.
How about that? What a beautiful day, man.
Pivotal year for the Pats. They've made a lot of essential additions to this team.
When you look at Drake Maye, he is a real deal that can change things as long as the offensive line can work well and also block for him.
I think you look at the trenches on both sides of the ball for New England, that's a spot where they are definitively better.
Being a part of OTAs and then seeing how every day, guys prepare to take the field, and it's about just kind of like building your legacy, number one, but also coming out here and learning from guys. And I think we got a great group of guys that are young and veteran guys that are willing to learn every day.
Quicker hands, violent, throw them.
Coaching is teaching. Set. Good. Stay down. See how much more powerful and athletic you feel? There you go. That looks and feels powerful from here. When you punch, step into your punch always. Like if I'm here, step. There it is. Good.
Well, it starts in the offseason, and then be ready to be a hard worker. Put in the hours, come in early, stay late.
Chemistry has to be built from the classroom out to the field, and to a point where all 5 guys get up to that line, and you know your calls.
Every interaction with a player either builds trust or takes trust away. I think that's always something you're really cognizant of, is making sure you're communicating well enough with the players and making sure what you're saying is what the players are hearing.
Catch it. Snap it. Feel that? Do it again. Go.
We wanted each other's respect. We would do whatever it took to have your teammates and coaches respect.
Feel that, and then grab. Yeah.
Whatever it takes to be a real professional comes down to his hard work. Are you willing to put in the hours? Because everyone at this stage has the ability. It comes down to the mental aspect now.
They've picked up the new offense, the new protections and everything, and they're working really hard, and we've just seen a lot of improvement.
There was no cushion here. There was hard work and dedication.
But I think this is what we're going to do, so we're all on the same page.
Doug does a really good job of stressing to those guys that, that all three of us, have a say, and if they have questions, they can ask all three of us. We're all on the same page when it comes to certain things.
We're out of gun.
Yep.
Most of the time, the way I've always taught that play, if we're in gun and they have a stack, we used to ace it.
At times, if Doug's busy with somebody or, Haas is busy with somebody, I can go work with another guy. It allows us a lot of flexibility and able to work with, multiple guys at the same time.
With Doug and myself and Cougs, just constantly talking about different experiences we've had, it all comes down to communication and making sure we're talking to each other. Well, you said it today, hard, right? Or, no, you said light on your hands until you punch.
You're light until you punch,
and then you're hard.
Really would love a callus.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's like this big.
Hearing what each other's saying, again, respecting each other's opinions, and it's all gone really well.
There's basically, three voices.
Ring, hot. Good. Okay, guys, you're out. Eyes here, Layden. Go. Eyes, don't look at it, right? Eyes are going to be here, okay? Hey, lights up. Good, there you go, good. It's not going to come like that. One more time, Jack. There we go. Here we go. We're going to get it right.
The three of us have, input on how we want to go about, training the players, what we want to talk about. It's been great for me.
Good. That's how the drill should be. Good. And then
there's three people that our players can come to ask questions to.
Hey, if that ever happens, just make what's in your face. Get the play start.
We can split the players up where we can get a little bit more specific on our technique.
It's not like a long arm. It's literally bang, and then you're here.
On how we teach the players. I feel great. I feel like I'm with two other guys that are just as equal as I am. When you can put three line coaches together in a room and there's no egos, and your whole goal is just making sure that you can make the players the best players that they can be. I can't be happier than working with Haas and working with Cougs, and I hope the players feel the same way.
Quick. One more time.
This year, we hit the ground running, and they're holding us accountable to knowing stuff, and I think that's well needed here.
Stay grounded as much as possible. Okay, go ahead. Okay? Everything else is really good.
It's super cool to have coaches that are hands-on. It shows you how much not only they care about, winning and stuff like that, but shows how much they care about you and, your production.
Here we go. Run it, Cheetah. Ring.
I like that they're very, very honest, and that's all you can ask for sometimes.
You good, Mike? Here we go. Better.
Mike has been here the longest out of everybody, and he's just sharing, his knowledge of the offense to us.
So you said when you ran outside your body, or?
My hands separate. I like to keep my hands separate.
The line calls and what the expectation is from our OC, Josh McDaniels, goes a long way for us. That way we can just move the offense better and a lot smoother.
Just as far as hands, your hands up. If you have both your hands like track your absolute target, they're gonna swipe that, they're gonna rip it. It's right. You giving them that. They working that timing and that move off of your hand.
Just being excited to get out there and play, beside him, man, and just have that great duo on the right side.
Morgan Dad's pick his brain with everything. I think when he first got here, I was really just like talking to him more about technique and then really talking about how does he prepare. Obviously, you play for that long, your body has to be able to hold up. You got to be in shape, and you got to have all these things ahead of you to prepare yourself and get ready for that long season ahead of you. He's just been really insightful, whether it's just day-to-day stuff or whether it's technique or how he sees things, whether it's personnel.
They don't have,
Like the edge guys, you know, they you swipe, they miss, they just swipe. It's like a machine. Like interior, you gotta win. Like you gotta win fast.
So it's a lot of insight and a lot of talk that's kind of compressed, but because we both played a bit, we can both talk about it. We can both just look at things how we see it.
All you need is that one. You're right there.
You want to get to a point where all 5 guys get up to that line and you know your calls, and you get to a point where myself, Matt Light was next to me most of my career, and you don't have to say anything.
Honestly, having Mike and Mo with these after-school sessions has been like unprecedented knowledge. They teach us stuff that you really only learn from playing in a bunch of games.
Morgan Moses seems like an incredible guy, not just in his interactions with us, but in his interactions that we can see on the field during and after practice with guys like Will Campbell. Like, he looks and feels like a great leader.
I was squeezing. I'll go, because when he went, the lane came, and I took him in the A-gap.
I think Morgan has done a great job. It's the right type of message, the right type of leadership, which he's been able to give to us.
You had a great set, bro. Like, you tried out the snap count. Great set, and you had a great angle. You took the fronts. Like, I thought you was going to, I don't know if I got to re-gauge, leave one there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can at least stay in control, you know what I'm saying? Because you had a good-ass punch. You kind of like you felt it, and you was like, oh, no, maybe I just shot you earlier.
He's a guy that has done it the right way for a long time.
If we get to the top, okay, when I go here, I want him to step to the punch.
I think as a player, when you come into this league and you see someone that has had, success, as a young player, you can learn a lot. And the way you can learn a lot is if you have players such as Morgan that's going to open up and be able to help them, and he's done that.
Right. Offseason, bro, you work on the bag 24/7, bro. And then you come out here and you got a guy that's 4'5", and then he attacking your hands. Take time for your feet and your hands to catch up, bro. It's just getting the guys together, man, after practice. Because at the end of the day, when you are able to do that, the growth of the offensive line goes a long way.
You got new blood. I mean, Morgan Moses, of all the guys on that line, there you go. Might be the one.
My first kick, I'm so here he is.
Morgan Moses has reached out to me. We talked on the phone right before I came up here, just talking, catching up, getting to know each other. I'm just, in here every day trying to, learn as much as I can from these guys, soak up everything I can.
I gotta ask you, what's your motivation?
Offensive lineman that fired people up, Will Campbell. He's ready to die for his quarterback. Winner, Drake Maye.
Just seeing him on the field, he's battling. That you can kind of see from kind of the first, time I really, heard his voice, and up there after he got drafted, I think kind of his want to, protect and bully guys. I think that's something you want in a left tackle. And I sent him a clip the other day of, him in a rep in practice, just locking somebody up, and I sent him a text and that stuff fires me up.
The toughness, the effort, the coachability and availability, the pride. I think those things that I was able to see in Will as maybe an 18-year-old or a 17-year-old in high school were the same things that I was able to see in the time that I got to know him during the draft process.
All right, here we go.
Trying to tighten the screws down on everything that they tell me and just be the best version of myself I can be to help the team in any way.
So it's fun to get a chance to see his process and see his journey and relate to him.
Point down here, Will. Point down here. Way out, run for you.
So I'm looking forward to getting to know him and being able to create a friendship.
I want to get to know him. He wants to get to know me off the field, and that, just makes each other play better on the field.
Good day up front, man. Good day. Good day up front. What's that? Good job up front, fellas. I see you, Big Mo. The way they play, keep it on.
Coming off a rookie year, I think just, being the starter and, it's an opportunity for me, as a starter coming into year 2 to help, lead the guys or, play football the right way. And
hey, get excited, man. We score, let's get excited, man. Let's get excited.
I'm trying to show them my work ethic and show them, kind of person I am.
What's that? I gotta ask you, what's your motivation? Are you driven? Are you bold? Can you turn this into something on your own? I gotta ask you, what's your motivation? Is it riches? Is it gold? Is it something you can find within your soul? I gotta ask you.
Go round, KB. Stay alive out here.
That's a good period right there. Drake, talk to him. Talk to Drake. You got a minute. You got a minute. Talk to him.
Coach Vrabel's done a nice job of giving me ways to let those guys hear my voice.
You got like 2 steps inside and you got to get out. You got to clear for you got the speed will come behind, you know what I'm saying? You're getting in the way.
From there, I think it's just, my job to take the bull by the horns and do my part and do, whichever way that works best for me. I feel like it's best
I gotta hear him. I gotta be louder. I gotta be louder.
Be louder.
I gotta be louder.
Kind of bring these guys, and when we get to training camp, I think it's full head of steam.
Hey, because you're too busy going back like, who I got? Who I got? You're like, who I got? Who I got? Who I got? Who I got? That's what you're doing back there.
This is what I do. This is what I do for a living. This is what I love to do.
Go.
Don't take any shortcuts. I think what you put in is what you get out of it. So just remind myself every day.
Hey, 5, stay up! Stay up! Stay up! Good job up front. Good job up front.
Show up every day and come to work, and I think that's going to pay off in the end.
Drake's, I think it's a unique position being 22, right? It's kind of unique in that sense. And so I think that there is a lot of room to grow. See those safeties dropping down, right? Different forms of cover, too. I know, but you see them safeties come down, right? I think there's a lot of natural leadership qualities. I think I have to encourage him and continue to encourage him and to put him in those positions to do that. Good, louder, be louder. Here we go, good, that's it right there. So that the players understand, that there's a different version of all of us.
Hey, listen to cadence now. Listen in. Listen in. Who are we with the backs next?
We're with the tight ends, and the backs are going to come with us, too.
I mean, that's the lifeblood of our coaching staff. I mean, they're with the players much more than I am. Their job is to teach, develop, and inspire through making a connection.
You got to do it around March Madness, bro.
Yeah, is that what else? You lay around and watch the games?
Yeah. It was now or never.
That's what we ask every coach to do.
Move the camera, dude. I don't worry, we're going to carry extra today.
I think that they've embraced that.
This is a salad right now. We got a little bit of salad right here. I'm with this. Yeah.
There's no job is too small to help us win. I believe that.
A New England specialist favorite day right now.
To me, you always want to give good positive energy.
This is perfect, bro.
If I can give somebody just a little bit more energy in a positive way to help their day out just that much more, that's what I'm really trying to do.
Let's go.
Not the type to fake a smile. Show no
That's
love,
right.
Get no love, no sidetracking this paper route. Working.
Dealing with the whole team as a special teams coach is something I truly, truly admire and I love about it.
Let's do a great job on those scout looks today, okay? Good stances, coming off the ball, like you've been doing. You're doing a great job.
It's really, really hard for me to think of me doing anything else in football because I like interacting with all the players and having a relationship with all the players.
How do y'all decide what D lineman can play for and who can't?
I do it because of the 1-2 by Farms. Farms just wants to do it. Dude, ran 19.5 or whatever it was, and he's got good feet.
And with Andy, it's, one little thing at a time as well. With the step, with the follow through, with his alignment, his stance to start.
For my brothers, we ride. Put that on my soul.
Start. Whether it's Andy or whoever, we have doing the job, it's, hey, you got to come here and earn the right to get that position and earn the right to be on that field.
Much laugh for the people for showing me love and holding me down. Yeah, we on right now.
One field goal! One field goal! One field goal, let's go City! One field goal, PAT!
That's what keeps me happy. I go to work and I enjoy working with the guys from the coaching staff, and I enjoy coaching the guys that are playing, and that community is going to be the most important thing at the end of the day.
Right there, inside out, inside out. Good, Trey! Good, Trey, right there. Bring it back. Trey, money. Good job being inside out right there. Good job with your footwork right there, okay?
The fun part is when you take a player who maybe isn't doing something the way we want it done, and all of a sudden you see them take it from individual to a team rep, and you see the success they have. That's a nice pocket. Nice job. A lot of credit to Coach Vrabel, and it's probably been the best camp I've ever been a part of as far as how the offense and defensive line work against each other.
There's good plays, there's bad plays. We got to eliminate the ones that get us beat. We're in this business to win and to help players improve, and I've seen improvement from multiple players. I've seen guys grow and understand how it is that we practice from where we started to where we are now, being able to compete, practice with speed and get things done, stay up, take care of each other, stay away from the quarterback, work with each other, but also compete with each other.
Pass on me, pass on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yes. I'd say better. Yeah. Better sets, better footwork, you know what I mean? Yeah, just more patient. My job is to clearly define what the standard is and what the expectation is.
We should never be beat inside out by the tackle.
with the jam there. But you just stay inside. Patience. Right there.
And then make sure that we see to it that that's getting accomplished. And that the players understand what their job is and how to do it.
We got to. Will's got to stay on too, and Travion's got the safety.
And give them ways to be successful and find creative ways to help them do their job.
These are veteran coaches who aren't first-timers, littered throughout the coaching staff.
Like, I just have to show it to him, the guy coming from that deep.
Once the mic's there, we got everything we all have.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you.
And I like that it's not just all Vrabel guys from Tennessee, too. That's another nice byproduct of this.
You got guys from, like, Ohio State. Like, there's, like, young guys, there's old guys.
If we just predetermined that we were breaking out here, we'd miss this opportunity for a big play, you know?
Coaching meetings are a chance for the assistant coaches to tell the head coach about what's going on with their position group. And ultimately, it's up to the head coach to take all that information and use that in molding the team, the depth chart, who's going to get more opportunities and who might get less opportunities.
He looked at me, saw the card taken, so he really. But we know this our guy on the pitch.
Top of the route. You got to be physical and flat as we need to.
We got to be able to do both based on what is happening in the game. We got to all be on the same page.
Clearly, Mike Vrabel has established a coaching staff that he trusts.
It's a good job of running, going to go tackle Mike.
Look at him. He was due. He caught it like a anvil falling from the sky. Hey, if you do this and this happens, make a good throw, baby, and just stick it in there. All right, we're good.
Having trust with those position coaches to analyze their players, to understand what needs to happen for the scheme to work is vital for the head coach.
These are the ones in there. Yeah. Two up. Fits in between the hashes. They're contact. Yeah. No, I meant like one-on. I mean like one-on-one.
That's what I was just gonna say. I think they're gonna want to do.
In the case of Josh McDaniels, and having assistant coaches and position coaches that you trust, that are giving you information that resonates with the head coach, allows him to make the best decisions possible when it comes to the team.
Go ahead and use our spidey sense here.
Good job at the top of the field.
Big day for the tight ends, huh?
At the time, he lines up off Jack lines up off the guard. Like, we got to tighten it up.
I believe a head coach wants to have a lot of different viewpoints coming from a lot of different places. So I think anytime you're able to get a little bit of argument, disagreement.
She needs to just run his ass across the front line as fast as he can. Yeah.
We're just passing up guys to get to people that are triple teamed. You know what I mean? For me, it's just first thing that gives you a shot to gain positive yards. Let's just get into that mindset because this is going to get dicey.
You want people who firmly believe in their point of view.
You know, he's just late. You know what I mean? The window ain't open for long, and it ain't going to be ever by much. You know what I mean? Like, there we go, ball. Put it to the front pylon and let him score.
Anytime you have all your coaches in total agreement, it's pretty rare, and it's unlikely that everyone's being on the same page is going to result in the best results for the team.
This whole thing is like, it's just way harder than it needs to be. He's done it right, then he does it wrong, then he does it right, then he does it wrong. You know what I mean? Like, that should be a perfect thing for us every time.
And we can be better with that.
Agreed.
You think it would be easier if we ran a flag step?
Yes, I do. I still think there's got to be some arc and pace in the ball.
The coaching staff is always going to welcome dissenting point of views, conflicting point of views, to try to find out what the real answer is.
I think the way he did it is good, right? And then the other guy would be the Mike as he's running away from the line of scrimmage. You're thinking man-to-man, I'm going to run my man route, and then the guy that's on you goes. I mean, that's really good. This is a good one to teach everybody, you know what I mean?
Well, being clear in my communication.
Just over here, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't be strike to strike.
Yep.
When you're driving. You just have to move your helmet over to the ear hole.
Yeah. Trying to be consistent, be direct. I think those are things that players appreciate. There's no mixed messages.
Go with the timing for Afton here.
About how we want to work or how we want to play.
Okay. Fellas, if you're traveling, have a safe weekend, huh?
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. 23 on Sunday. And then Jack turns 21 on Monday. Uh-oh.
One of the things I always say is we let coach take care of what happens on the field, and we take care of what happens off the field. My name's Donna Spigarolo. I'm the director of the Community Relations and the Patriots Foundation, and I've been with the organization. This will be my 21st season. Giving the players an opportunity to find things that they're passionate about, giving them the opportunity to learn more about what might happen after football and where they can use those skills to bring joy and happiness into the community of people, maybe in less fortunate situations.
With the celebrity status, part of that responsibility now says to you that you have to do something to help your community get better than what it is. And it should be pressed upon you to do what you can for those that can't help themselves.
So we're the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Elementary School. What we're asking you guys to do if you're outside today with any of those 4 groups is just engage and play with the students. You'll have an opportunity about 25 minutes with each class.
So it's a fairly new event to have taken the entire team out into the community.
You'll be making about 500 sandwiches in about 45 minutes.
I want you to know how much you being here today and taking that time out of your schedule means to the more than 2,100 people that we serve every day.
In years past, we've been able to plan events throughout the entire year, but to have an opportunity to bring the entire team out was unique and different.
It really takes the community working together to end homelessness. So thank you for being part of our community.
To have a head coach that's heavily involved, we know that when the leader of your team is setting that initiative, it's going to follow suit so that the players are going to want to get more involved.
I just want to thank the King and everybody that works here. What you guys do is much more important than what we do. So thank you for having us and thank you for what you do.
To be able to choose different nonprofit organizations and schools, to be able to align with different groups of players.
Buenos dias.
To be able to share with them, this is what it's going to be all about throughout the season. This is where you can get involved and do things.
This is probably one of the best ways that any of our young guys, our rookies, our free agents that come in here to dive into the community, find something that they like. And that's a good way for people to know who you are, find out what kind of character you are, what type of work ethic you have. We're blessed to have the Kraft family. When they bought the team, not only were they excited about changing the scenery here from a football standpoint, but they also took that opportunity to set up a foundation and make it when the players first signed up that, hey, you know, we would really love for you guys to be doing some appearances. It was really cool in the beginning.
As thrilled as I am today, I'm mindful of the responsibility that comes with it, and I hope this community views it as a partnership.
When I was playing, we didn't have this type of access, and I wish I had done more as a player. You know, and I got involved here and there, but nothing to the level of these guys having now with social media and the fact that the league has taken on so many different initiatives. It's an amazing opportunity to really say something about who you are and help part of your legacy as a player. It's the best way to get people to support you, love you, respect you by getting involved.
There's always a period of relearning and recommitting yourself to the little things, the details that it takes to run a good play, let alone a good drive or a good practice or a good game.
I think when you're a part of a team, you're trying to be the best player you can be, and then the player across from you is trying to be the best player they can be, and you can work together and helping each other.
There's so many little things that everybody needs to do. There's a trust that's being built right now on the field. The more we do well, the more guys can trust each other, and we're continuing to focus on those things and emphasize the kind of identity that we want to create here.
We're competing, we're taking care of each other, we're rushing, we're staying up on the back end. This is how it's going to go the entire year.
The biggest key for us as we go forward is when we learn from a mistake is can we go out there the next day and not repeat the same error.
So if we can avoid that and try not to commit unforced errors, maybe we'll have a chance.
All coaches all have different ways of leading, coaching. laying that foundation. And I think anytime you try to build something, you're looking for consistency, you're looking for discipline, you're looking for a little bit of uneasiness.
Like, if you guys thought that we weren't going to have competition and you weren't going to get exactly what you earned, you signed up for the wrong team.
There's no better example that you can set than to take the information that has been imparted to you in the meetings and take it to the field and do what's expected of you on every play.
Well, it's professional football. It's their job to maintain a level of conditioning, to train, to work out, and then also review the material that we just covered.
But there's no way that you can play the way we're going to play if you're not in condition. So we either need to embrace it or we're all going to struggle with it.
Things are going to speed up in training camp. Hope that everyone's holding up their end of the bargain to be ready to go when we start.
There's going to be good and there's going to be bad, and then we're going to come together and we're going to tear their faces. Get your breakdown.
Let's go, y'all. Hey, yo, in order to be able to take advantage of football, we got to eliminate that for ourselves, bro. Center, quarterback exchange, missed assignments, mental errors, all that. Don't be no repeat offender, bro. We professional. Do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. Perfect practice make perfect, bro. We got to keep chasing that. I know it's hard to be perfect, but we arrived that great. Pats on me, pats on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes. I was always told to whom much is given, much is expected of. And I do think that, you know, if you're one of the guys who have been privileged enough to play a lot of years in this league, you know a lot of things that a guy coming in might not know. You know, you can help him not make some of the same mistakes that you made.
So when they go a late pick, that's the only time we switch.
When you do a late pick, you want to kind of like get outside leverage a little bit, because if you inside leverage, you ain't gonna really see it.
When you say, you got Diggs, Mac come in, them guys, good leaders, vocal leaders.
Keep that mindset. Don't forget, we the engine, all right? That right? We the engine. We the engine. We go as we go.
That ain't scared to say nothing to anybody.
We got 4 more days to make up for.
I feel like they added great strength and competition to our room. And then, our younger guys that came in, they add competition to the room for us older guys, and I feel like we push each other.
Throw it! Throw the ball! Throw the ball!
You didn't want to give me that one over there?
I see you.
Man, we just gonna go out there, compete our ass off. You know, we got 2 guys we really like on the outside.
Are you like right? Are you like left back?
We got a couple nickels we really like. We got a lot of safeties we really like, and we got a lot of D linemen that we really like. So as long as we keep doing what we need to do the way we need to do it, we're gonna get where we need to be.
I was wondering, with the upcoming break ahead of training camp, is there any kind of message you'd be delivering players for their downtime?
Well, I don't think it's a downtime. It's time away from the facility. I think it's important. It's probably the most 5 important weeks of the offseason. Just my history as a player and a coach.
Doing whatever I can to be better. I try to figure out a way to better myself. As far as taking care of my body, being in better shape, being in better condition. Every year, I want to make sure that I'm improving on something.
It's critical that they come back in shape, that they're ready to go for training camp, that we're prepared as coaches with the schedule and the installation and what we're doing. And the players have to hold up their end of the bargain to prepare for the training camp.
The product that we put on the field, we want fans, everybody who's been a part of this team, to be proud of. When you step out on them white lines, it's time to work, and the standard is the standard.
Coach Vrabel said that, don't care how you got here, it's an opportunity. I'm excited.
I really have high expectations for this football team going forward, but I just know this guy's a good football coach, and he'll get the most out of this football team, no doubt.
Hopefully we can all learn and we can all grow together. They've embraced it, and we'll see what it looks like in training camp and try to start this back over again.
What's your motivation? Is it music? Is it love? Maybe not